Greetings everyone, Core here. Time for a little longer review than my usual shorts that I've been doing lately and doing pretty well, but I wanted to talk about Fantastic Four, the new Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, and just, man, I was hyped for this movie since day one. That first trailer, just finally, the Fantastic Four is back with Marvel, Disney, Kevin Feige having control of it, and it was interesting to see. Yeah, it's an alternative world compared to most of the, uh, the main MCU, which is was it 19999. So it's different because this is Earth, a universe. Was it 828? I think it was, which is kind of interesting because at the very end there's a little quote from Jack Kirby at the end of the movie that they show his birthday is 8/28. So I believe that's right, or I could be wrong, of course, but I could have sworn that they did that reference at the very end. But yeah, there is a mid-credit scene which is really good. A very end-credit scene which is just a fun little thing, nothing too crazy. The mid-credit scene, definitely stick around for that. And overall, man, the movie's just really good. I really enjoyed it. I think I did hype myself a little up. I think I did hype myself up a little too much compared to Superman, but these are two different kinds of movies. Superman's a very comic booky movie, but comic booky like in all in the right ways. It has its depth, it has its action, it has its beautifully shot scenes and colors, and just it has it all. Uh, the acting, the music, the fighting, choreography, even the CG is really good in that one. Fantastic Four is definitely a little bit more grounded, to say the least. Of course, with the MCU, I think it fits in really well with the whole universe of what they've set up. Of course, this is an alternative, different universe. It's not the main universe, but nonetheless, it still feels like it fits. It's a good change. Everything seems plausible, but also, you know, little in the near future kind of stuff. It's set in I think it's like the 1960s or 50s. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's an older style, kind of like when they debuted. They kind of pick up from there, which is pretty cool. I actually gotta say, they start off really, right off the bat, which is very similar to Superman, where they just have been doing this for a couple of years, and then there's a brief little, you know, there's literally like a promo video because they're going on to a late night talk show, so get you all caught up, which is cool because then you don't have to spend, you know, the whole origin story again, because it's like we've seen it twice already, technically three times if you count the very, uh, the very first one that they made, just so they can keep the license of Fantastic Four, but nobody really counts that, so we shouldn't either. But yeah, the two Fox ones, I think they were right. The first one had its charm, kind of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. Um, the reboot one with Michael B. Jordan stuff was a little too dark, and they didn't quite capture the whole Ultimate Fantastic Four, which I think they were trying for. This one is definitely very classic feeling, very retro, but also pretty cool. I like the retro future that they created, and man, the acting is really good too as well. Just like you feel all the emotions. Everybody does a really great job. The thing looks great throughout the whole movie. The animation, the CG, and everything looks good and great. Especially at times, it's just like it looks so real. And there are a couple times where you're like, look, that could be better. But I think that could be said about any movie with CG nowadays. Um, they got their powers down pretty spot on, and the dynamic of the family is just, it's so good. Like it's solid. It's really spot on. I think they capture every character, every person. Um, yeah, man, they captured everybody pretty spot on. Uh, there's a little thing towards the beginning of hinting towards Doom, of course, and it's kind of funny. I think a lot of people laughed. But yeah, it's kind of a serious, more. It's a more serious movie. It kind of feels like a like a Captain America movie almost um probably more Black Panther. I think just because it is a more serious movie. It's not as um, corny and cheesy as like some of the superhero movies, but it definitely takes itself a little bit more seriously. But it does have its laughs, of course, and the characters are great. Honestly, I think they hit the nail on the head on every single character, the music, the animation. Like it all comes together, really good, really good, really 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 good. Great. Yeah, it's pushing that boundary. I might have to see it again, just to really get a feel for it. I do like Superman a little bit better, I would say, but like I said, these are two different movies. Of course, they're two different brands, uh, different styles and stuff like that. But still, like they are the two big superhero movies of the summer, so you gotta compare them, of course, especially when they only come out 2 weeks away from each other, or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah. So yeah, so there's that. Definitely go see it. The like I said, there is a mid-credit scene. There's a very end-credit scene, which the end-credit scene you could skip. It's just a fun little thing, and the mid-credit scene's very interesting. Of course, it sets things up, so we're gonna see what happens. It is interesting that we saw Thunderbolts. Might be a little disappointed with that, but I think you're gonna enjoy it. I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy it because there was a bit more. It was a little more sold out than when I saw Superman. So it's gonna make some money this weekend. Running at only 2 hours, just under 2 hours, it's gonna make some money. So till then, next movie I think we're looking at The Bad Guys 2. So looking forward to that. I really enjoyed the first one. Hopefully I'll enjoy the second one. Until next time, guys. Later.